Good Wednesday, everyone. This is meteorologist Dave Snyder at the National Weather Service with Alaska statewide weather. High pressure at the surface and over the surface of Alaska is keeping very stable air across most of the region, but the more noticeable effect is the warmer and mostly drier weather stretching from southeast Alaska into parts of the south central and southwestern interior, as well as central and eastern parts of the interior itself. Across the west coast, the winds are still blowing from the west and southwest, and with Pacific moisture moving up and over the Bering, over the west coast, choppy conditions are still found there. Areas of turbulence should be expected for the next couple days, as well as a substantial cloud cover and passing waves of rain and snow. None of them very heavy, but certainly many of those passing through the end of the week. A look out to the west shows a Bering Sea low-pressure system that's deepening and strengthening as it moves to the western Aleutians, about 949 millibars tonight for the far western chain and closer to the Kamchatka Peninsula than the rest of the United States. An area of low pressure sits across the Bering Strait and keeping colder air from pouring into northwestern Alaska. That means most of the central and western parts of western Alaska will stay in a very mild flow with southerly winds working in across the chain and the Alaska Peninsula as we go through tonight and tomorrow. In the meantime, temperatures across southeast may stretch into the mid to even upper 50s as we get into your Thursday. High pressure taking hold over the Gulf of Alaska at 1,027 millibars. This will likely keep clouds across Kodiak Island with showers fairly routine there, as well as pockets of rain and snow across the central and northern parts of the interior, especially on the south slopes of the Brooks Range into the Kobuk and Noatak Valley. Not expecting any sizable accumulations at this point. North of Point Barrow and Prudhoe Bay and Dead Horse, we're expecting snow and some blowing snow there along that frontal boundary that's sneaking its way across the Beaufort and Chukchi Sea. High pressure sitting across the Yukon will shift westward into the interior of Alaska. At 1,034 millibars, it will break up a lot of cloud cover heading into Friday, and that stability, or very clear and dry and slow-moving air, will sit across the interior all the way down toward Bristol Bay. You'll see some patchy fog in the morning and likely fairly pleasant weather as we get into Friday afternoon and into Saturday. The long-term plan for our weather continues the very stable and dry weather pattern really for most of Alaska as we go into the first and maybe even the second week of April. With Alaska statewide weather, this is meteorologist Dave Snyder. Find us online anytime at weather.gov.